Hey there, Cameron. So, as you know, I'm going to be running a Waterdeep Dragon Heist campaign soon enough, as you are invited to join in that. But I want to talk a little bit. This isn't like a spoiler or anything, because it's something that I'm doing for the campaign. So, my least favorite thing about Dragon Heist, which I very much enjoy Dragon Heist, I love Dragon Heist, it's one of the reasons I want to run it, because I think it's really cool and an interesting idea and concept. But one of the problems I have is that there's no heist. Not really. It's really like a big cat and mouse game where the heroes are just following after people, and sure, there's some investigation, but there's no like Ocean's 11 moment, right? There's no like big planning and staging and setting up. There's none of that stuff. So I thought I would kind of create my own mechanics for how I would want the heist to work. So this is them. I don't really think it's like a big deal because I'm going to be giving these mechanics to the player anyway, so might as well just make a video about it. So the basic idea is that the heist is set up into 3 separate parts. First part is gathering intel. Now this stage is a skill challenge for the characters. So the idea is that the characters use skills that they are proficient in. So if they're proficient in persuasion, they can maybe talk their way into a building, or if they're proficient in investigation, maybe they do a stakeout. It's about the characters trying to use the abilities that they are good at and their own creativity to gather intel for the heist. So, and then basically there will be like a DC, a difficulty rating, whatever, and depending on how the characters roll, the idea is you want to get, as a group, depending on the level of the heist or how difficult I say the heist is, like 3 successes before you get 3 failures. Simple as that. And then each character just tries to rack up more successes, and you try to gather information, which I think is an important part of a heist, also, obviously, but then it also allows the characters to feel like they're providing something to, they're contributing, and then B, also they can use some of their knowledge. They might be thinking, oh, maybe I can go to this NPC that we've already met, or this character that we've already met, and use their knowledge of the game to creatively solve this problem, or creatively kind of figure this thing out. So that's kind of the first stage, is a skill challenge for gathering intel. And then the second stage is the actual plan. Okay, you've got all of your intel. Now you need to actually figure out what you're going to do. Are you going to try to create some sort of distraction? Are you going to try to go at a time when there's the least amount of guards? What is your plan of action? This obviously is probably, it's going to be more roleplay heavy aspect, obviously, than skill challenge. However, there could be the opportunity for roles needing to be demanded if, say, you want to cause some sort of distraction. Depending on the type of distraction or how big it is, you might need to make a roll, persuasion check, or anything like that. But I feel like the gathering intel is going to be more of a skill challenge, while the second part is really just, all right, I'm going to let you guys talk it out and do whatever you want to do. And then the third part is obviously setting it in motion and seeing if the plan can survive contact with the enemy. That's I think a Churchill quote. No plan survives contact with the enemy. So that's the fun part, where we see how things go horribly wrong, or they go very right. I mean, there is the option for a heist being able to go off 100% successfully, where there's no combat. I'd love to see something like that. I'd love to see a heist go that well. But that's the basic mechanic that I want to add to try and make Dragon Heist, put the heist back in Dragon Heist. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that didn't ruin too much of anything for you. And I hope anyone watching this maybe got a pretty cool idea for how to add in heists into their game. It's not a difficult thing. It's not like I sat here and created this complex situation. I just used skill checks, which are a pretty normal thing that most DMs use, and just created kind of a structure for how it would work. So yeah, that's it. I'll see you later.